Welcome everyone, it's time to cruise away as we do every day, scouring all the major cruise lines to get you the biggest and most fascinating trips around the world, served up by our team based right here in Oz. And they've been delivering those deals for over 25 years.
Yes, it's great to have your company. It's Derek and Joe, ready to deliver more excuses to book your next getaway. Now this time we're heading off to the European jaunts for next year with amazing cruises from Holland America Line, Princess Cruises and Norwegian Cruise Line. So get ready to put those deposits down and look forward to exciting times.
Absolutely, we're here for a good time, not a long time, so let's go off on holiday. First with Holland America Line for a Med Treasures adventure flying on the 17th of November next year to the home of the Tulip and the Windmill. It's Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and you've got a 3-night hotel stay there to enjoy.
Oh.
What a city this is.
Absolutely, and this time of year it would be wonderful to go and visit some of the incredible museums that Amsterdam has on offer, such as Anne Frank House, you have the Van Gogh Museum, and just so much more to explore.
And the Diamond Museum.
The Diamond Museum, yes, yeah. Maybe pick up some diamonds. There's the Diamond District and some delicious cheese to enjoy on the ship perhaps, and chocolates. After your 3-night stay, we're going to take a train to Rotterdam, and that's where you're going to be boarding the new Staten Dam, and you're going to be on board for 14 nights on your home away from home cruise experience of Holland America Line. And this is a reason why so many more Australians are booking Holland America Line. It really is, it's that wonderful combination of the luxury you'd expect, but more of a pared down offering, as in, you know, the spaces are very relaxing, more thoughtfully designed to not feel imposing. It's just a super relaxing cruise experience, you know, from start to finish. And I love the fact you're not really under any pressure to dress up. If you want to, you can. They do have formal nights, but it's up to you. You can take it at your own pace on Holland America Line. These ships are designed very traditionally, so with the traditional nautical colours, you know, from the outset, so from the outside in, and even the naval officers on the bridge, they wear the traditional blues. Most of the time you see traditional whites at sea, but they wear traditional blues. You've got the lovely polished beams and stripy deck chairs, so it does feel like a traditional yacht, but at the same time, when it comes to the small details, this is how Holland America Line really excels. The quality is all in the details. Whether you've booked a Neptune suite and you are exploring and enjoying the value that that will offer, including the Neptune Lounge, which has a coffee machine, canapes, your very own concierge. You know, it's great if you have an anniversary, a birthday, something big coming up. I'd highly recommend that. Or you are going to one of the many incredible enrichment offerings that Holland America Line really prides themselves on, which could be an art lecture with champagne, very nice. It could be a specialty expert in a certain field that's coming on board to lecture, or maybe it's just listening to the destinations lecturer, the explorations team talking you through the ins and outs of what to expect in port, what to see, what to do, and which excursions to book. I also happen to love the Culinary Arts Centre that they have, which is where the executive chef and party planner come together to create a wonderful programme of learning to cook great dishes, maybe cocktail mixing, all of this different stuff. But at the heart and soul of Holland America Line is music, and you will find several different venues on board where you can enjoy jazz, where you can enjoy classical. The house band, the Neptune band, are also going to be playing at Sail Away in different points. Now we're cruising out of Rotterdam, and 2 days at sea will see us into lovely Lisbon, which is the capital of Portugal. We've got an overnight on board. It's the city of 7 hills, tiled facades, and really that soulful fado music as well. So get out there and enjoy some of that in the evening if you can. Ride those vintage trams and, you know, enjoy the Barrio Alto after hours. Maybe take an evening food tour. Then we're into Cadiz, beautiful Andalusia, drenched in sunshine. Doesn't matter about the time of year. You should find it lovely down here. Golden domes, winding valleys, and gorgeous beaches. Now maybe take a full day Seville highlights tour with a tapas lunch tour. Then it's Malaga, also in lovely Andalusia. Now, a tour recommendation here, or the sure thing, as they call them, would be the guided visit to the Alcazaba and Picasso Museum, which is great. Then we're on into Alicante. Now, this is where you can enjoy just more of a relaxed vibe, and it's a great thing to do here is just to walk along the coast and see some of the lovely sculptures they have on the boardwalk. Also, you can head to El Corte Inglés, which is their famous department store. Cartagena's next, and it blends Roman ruins with that naval heritage. And what you see right there is that famous amphitheatre, which is thousands of years old. In fact, you can do a guided tour around that, and the Naval Museum as well, which would be great. Then we're on into Gibraltar for its famous rock. This is where Europe meets Africa, and certainly you'll feel that from the climate. You have these hidden caves and tunnels underneath the rock as well, and you can see the famous Barbary macaques. Then we're into Leixos in Portugal, which is the gateway to Porto, known for its famous port wine, of course. So you might want to try that. And it's actually stored in caskets under the river. You might want to do the city tour with a wine tasting on the Douro River, so they can tell you all about that. A couple of days at sea will see us back into Rotterdam, where you'll disembark and we'll fly you back to Australia after this epic adventure, taking in 19 nights.
Tell you what, I think this comes up as one of those, do they call it a smorgasbord?
Oh, yeah.
A rich selection of different places and countries and cultures as well. You've got some amazing destinations on there. I love the fact that you've got the overnight in Lisbon as well. I'd really recommend the aquarium if you get to go to Lisbon, because it is just so immersive. It's incredible. What a lovely, lovely city. And there are just so many highlights on this holiday. Now, you can book this today with a deposit. And remember, that gets you the city break in Amsterdam and the cruise from Rotterdam. For 2 weeks with Holland America Line, heading across the Med in homely style. It's like coming home. It's just a lovely, warm, relaxing atmosphere, and you're just going to love it. Not a roller coaster in sight. Have a little look at your price tag here. This is true classical cruising with all of the modern flair that we deserve today, all of the style. While Joe was talking about all of the enrichment on board, we were just looking at all of that wonderful cuisine that you enjoy, included room service as well. So if you've had a really, really busy day in port, you can just order that room service and just while away the evening and have a lovely movie night in your stateroom. And you'll love the charm and grace on board. Heaps of enrichment, fabulous food, awesome entertainment, which is in many different forms as well on board as you go and explore the Med. And boy, are you exploring here. Your Dream Away package includes your Sydney flights, your 3-night stay in Amsterdam, the scenic train journey from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, and then that 2-week dreamy cruise on the new Statendam from Holland America Line to Portugal and Spain and Gibraltar. Some fascinating adventures to be had along the way. Remember, today it's just a deposit to get this in the diary, and here is everything that is included. Remember, our team is based here in Oz. You can call us toll free today and ask any questions you like whatsoever. There's no silly questions, by the way. Believe you me, I came up with all of them first, so you will not be the first. And remember, we're a member of the Cruise Line Association of Australasia, as well as fully accredited by AFTA and ATAS as well, meaning every booking is in very, very safe hands with us here at CruiseAway. And you've got your prices on screen there if you want to upgrade even further and maybe treat yourself to one of those wonderful suites where the service is just impeccable. And you can just imagine, if you've got any questions whatsoever, just call us here at CruiseAway. You've got the number on your screen. It's 1300 407 687. Well, if you are new to us here at CruiseAway, where have you been for the last 25 years?
With over 25 years of travel experience, when booking with CruiseAway, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until the due date to pay your balance. You can browse our deals online at cruiseaway.com.au or call us toll free and speak to one of our experienced cruise consultants based right here in Australia. Plus, as a fully accredited member of CLIA, AFTA and ATAS, you have total confidence and complete peace of mind when booking with us. CruiseAway, you know you want to.
Yeah, you should sign up for our daily updates as well on the website cruiseaway.com.au, because every single day there's a different offer coming, flash sales, free upgrades, free drinks, all sorts going on. So make sure you sign up today.
Yes, absolutely. Now, next up for our Europe escapades for next year is a London and British Isles extravaganza in April. A chance to see the big cities, enjoy the colourful countryside and marvel at the different accents, historical sites and quirky discoveries around the UK. Now, 17 nights of sheer charm, starting with your flight from Sydney over to Big Ben, Buckingham Palace and St It's London, and you'll enjoy 3 nights here in a city hotel. Wonderful. And we're here in gorgeous springtime too, so it's a great time to enjoy some of the famous parks such as Hyde Park, St James's, just as the crocuses are blooming. You know, see some of the cheeky squirrels that literally do leap all over you. I mean, they are cheeky, aren't they? There's the London Eye, and South Bank's a great place to explore, great dining. Buckingham Palace, of course, you can see all of the big sites. Maybe catch up with some of the rellos in this part of the world. Then it's down to Southampton, and we're going to be cruising on board Majestic Princess for 12 nights. What a beautiful ship.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, Royal Class. She's launched in 2017. She has a dramatic multi-storey atrium, and this is a real focal point of the cruise ship. And Princess have really gone back in recent times to traditional cruise ship design, where the atrium is that focal point. You might find musicians there, jugglers, acrobats, food carvers and a variety of other performers. Beautiful marble floors and stained glass domes and a floating staircase. And talking about the food carvers, they literally do ice carving displays, they'll do fruit carving displays. It is fascinating to watch them.
Yeah, the talent on board on cruise ships. I mean, the teams that work on board, one, they're some of the friendliest and nicest people you will ever meet, but also some of the most talented as well. You might, I mean, if you think even of your room stewards, for instance, you know, the talents that they have, honestly, whether they sing, they dance, they're in some of the production shows sometimes.
Yes.
You know, they just do amazing things. I mean, they really do make the cruise, the team on board, make you feel so at home.
They do, and they'll learn your name, you know, that's the lovely thing. There's that familiarity, whether it's your dining room steward or your stateroom steward, you know, just that friendly, upbeat, greeting every day makes you feel wonderful. And as you mentioned there, you might see them in the show because they do cruise shows that you might be lucky enough to see. And it's amazing to see some of the talents these people have. I mean, we're talking about different nationalities from 90 different countries a lot of the time on a cruise ship, which is wild. When it comes to game shows, though, Princess have got it taken care of, whether it's Princess Live, where you can watch the live show being filmed every day, or in the theatre, you know, you've got things like Deal or No Deal, you've got like the cruise directors shows like The Quest, which is like an adult scavenger hunt, Mr. and Mrs. game show, that's the fun one. Fountain Light Show, I mean, it's not often you get to see this at sea, and it changes colour too. It's like being in the Bellagio in Vegas. Yeah. It's incredible, actually.
Such a treat.
Oh, it really is. And then there's the Movies Under the Stars, there's the Sea Walk, where you can see views down to the ocean. Cruising out of Southampton, we're into Falmouth in beautiful Cornwall first, where you'll see that shining Cornwall coast with golden beaches and lovely little quaint pubs and the rugged cliffs as well. Now, a day trip to the Lost Gardens of Heligan would be a great excursion to do here. Speak to the team about that. Then it's Cork in Ireland, which really brims with charm. A lot down to the sort of lively, colourful cobblestone streets and architecture. Definitely head to Blarney Castle and visit with the local whiskey tasting, and you can kiss the Blarney Stone. Then it's Dublin, which is, you know, an irresistible mix of old versus new. Georgian Squares, buzzing pubs, of course, Temple Bar, you've got to go there. And the Guinness, you've got to go to Guinness Storehouse and have your photo imposed onto Guinness foam. It's Liverpool, which beats with maritime pride. And really that Beatles spirit too. Now, you've got to do the Beatles themed tour with entry to the Cavern Club if you can. It's a fun one to learn all about the famous four. Yeah, you got to do it. Then we're into Belfast, and it blends Titanic heritage, and you can go to the Titanic exhibit and learn about the the last stopping off point of the Titanic, with vibrant streets and lovely murals and modern art as well. Great city, this one. Then we're into Greenock, and this is your port for Glasgow, so not too far away, but in the local area. Gorgeous locks, lovely country houses and castles. The Kellingrove Art Gallery visit with the whisky tasting would be my recommendation here. Then Invergordon awaits, which opens to the Highlands, the beautiful Highlands with mystical castles, incredible locks and those amazing misty hills. And of course, the legend of Loch Ness is not too far away. You've got to learn about that. Then it's Edinburgh. Edinburgh is really one of the most beautiful cities on earth. It has to be said. I would recommend doing the guided Old Town walk with the Scotch whisky tasting whilst you're there, but definitely head up to the Palace of Holyrood and also the castle. Then we're into France, in Le Havre, which is the gateway to Paris. And in fact, you can take a tour to Paris, a full-day Paris excursion with the Seine River Cruise. It would be a great one to do. And the ship will organise that, so you don't have to worry about meeting or your return times. So we're cruising back into Southampton, and we have included your transport back to Heathrow Airport to fly you back to Oz.
Wowzers, what a trip. I was just thinking as well of all the different, we mentioned it before, all of the different accents you will hear around the British Isles as well. Down from the southwest in Cornwall, which has its own lovely lilt. Of course, the Irish accent, which is just like it's like liquid honey, isn't it? It's a dream to listen to. And then you're up to Bonnie, Scotland, where the whiskey is and everything. Oh, you're going to have just the greatest time. And of course, you're going to the home of the Beatles as well. I mean, Liverpool is such an exciting city, and you port literally looking at the city. Literally, you can throw a stone over to the city itself. It's awesome. You are going to have such a lovely trip, full of character and discovery. And I tell you what, again, our team have got you so many destinations and so much for this holiday at such a great price. Considering the service and the level that this cruise sits at as well with Holland America Line, it's nice and relaxed and low key. It's great in terms of enrichment, so knowing the best things to do in all of these places, that's taken care of by Holland America Line for you. All you've got to do is then book up their excursions and take the best of the highlights. That price tag includes your return flights from Sydney over to London. You've got 3 nights in a hotel there in springtime, which is a brilliant time to see London and enjoy it nice and bright. You can go and see all of the big attractions there before sailing down from Southampton, the iconic port, of course, in England, on the Majestic Princess for 12 nights to Cornwall and Ireland and Liverpool and Scotland and the islands, and even have a day in Le Havre in France as well. We even include the transfer from the end of the cruise in Southampton back to the airport in London to get you safely home back to Oz. Here's everything that you need to know to get this booked. And remember, it's a deposit today because we are talking 2027 here, and you might be thinking it's way too early to think about holidays in 2027. Do you know what? It's the perfect time to get those deposits in and to get those lower prices locked in right now, because what happens is the closer to the cruise time we come, the more expensive those tickets will be, because flight prices, as soon as flights start to sell out or get busy, the prices rise dynamically. Yes. The same happens for the stay in London, the same happens for the cruise as well. So what you're doing right now is saying, okay, I can freeze that price tag just by getting a deposit in, and the holiday is well over a year away, but I've locked in my price right now, and that's plenty of time for the budgeting and the planning as well. So call us right now, very, very toll free, of course. That's not going to cost you a cent to call us, on 1300 407 687, and our wonderful team can help. Any tailoring that you want to do to that trip as well. Maybe there's something else you want to do on the way back to Sydney after your big adventure there. Maybe there's somewhere else in the UK you want to spend some time, or maybe you want a little city break in Paris or Barcelona or Dubai or wherever you want to go. We can make it happen here at CruiseAway. Just call us right now, 1300 407 687. The world is your oyster.
It is, absolutely. And loads more choices on offer, of course, on our website, cruiseaway.com.au. And always feel free to call our team toll free with any questions, any cruise line. You know, we have everything on offer, don't we?
Absolutely.
It's back to Europe now, and this time with Norwegian Cruise Line enjoying the Mediterranean, all inclusive, with drinks, Wi-Fi, and much more included. And then sailing off to Miami for a stay. This sounds tempting, doesn't it?
Very, yeah.
Your 22 nights starts on the 16th of November with a flight from Sydney to London, the UK's buzzing capital, to enjoy a 3-night city break in a hotel.
Lovely.
Wonderful. There's the London Eye right there. That's a really great one to get. Incredible views over the whole of the metropolis. Of course, some wonderful gardens which look nice all year round, even in autumn and winter. I like we're strolling through. There's Carnaby Street, Millennium Bridge. You can catch a show in the West End, you can go shopping in Covent Garden, head to Selfridges perhaps down on Oxford Street to pick up
Liberty.
and Liberties of London. Yeah, you got to do it. It's going to be amazing. Then we're down to Southampton and we're going to be joining the Norwegian Star for 14 nights. And this was a ship I also cruised on, you know, as part of the family, worked on board. She's a lovely ship. She's undergone a huge renovation as well. And, you know, slightly smaller for Norwegian Cruise Line by their standards, which is great. And I think the itinerary you're going to be heading onto as well, this will just be the perfect size. You'll see everything they've done to update, to upgrade, to make it even better and more vibrant for you. Well, when it comes to your dining on board Norwegian, they are known, and they have been known, as kind of the first cruise line to do all of the specialty dining. You know, before that was all very much sit-down, classic. Well, they're freestyle, so you can eat at any time you want. You don't have to book. But that's not all. It's not just the main dining room. That is included for you, by the way, and so is the buffet. However, you've got some additional options when it comes to dining. You know, you have got the La Cucina, which is for delicious Italian, Le Bistro for French cuisine, Ginza, which is an Asian fusion restaurant with lovely noodles, wok fried dishes, soups and more. Sushi as well. They make fresh sushi and they have a sushi chef on board. But one of my favorite things to do is the teppanyaki, where you literally have the chef doing this whole dining entertainment experience. It's very theatrical and fun, and it will keep you entertained the whole evening.
It's very, very good as well. And even if you've done it with another cruise line before, do it with Norwegian, because honestly you will find that has a personality of its own. Talking of specialty dining, you can see there's a big choice of them. You actually, as part of your package, have a 3-night specialty dining package as well, so you can enjoy 3 nights of specialty dining as part of your cruise. So out of Southampton we go for 2 weeks
to Le Havre in France, and gateway to Normandy and Paris. You can explore the D-Day beaches and Rouen Gothic Cathedral. If you want to stay closer to the port, perhaps take a full day Paris highlights. If not, next up, we are on to La Coruña in Spain, known for its historic old town and lovely coastal views up in Galicia. Now, a guided city walk, including the Tower of Hercules and a tapas tasting, might be a nice excursion option here. Try some traditional Spanish tapas. We're into Leixos in Portugal next, the port for Porto, famous for the azulejo tiled churches and the Ribeira waterfront, and of course those port wine cellars along the Douro River. A perfect blend of history, food and culture, if you ask me. Then it's Ponta Delgada in the Azores, which is a volcanic paradise. Look at those crater lakes that glow green. You know, the twin crater lakes there and the hot springs are a lovely thing to see, and you can take a tour to do that. We're crossing the Atlantic, and then we are into Great Stirrup Cay in the Bahamas, which is the private island of Norwegian Cruise Line. Gorgeous white sands, turquoise water, incredible marine life and snorkeling, and beach barbecues, because the restaurants are open on island when you're there. From Norwegian, you have dining included in some restaurants as well. A tour you could take is a snorkeling safari with a beach barbecue, and you might want to just hit the water park. I know, look at that. Look at those water slides. They are incredible.
Yeah, they're making massive upgrades to it in summer, in plenty of time for you to be there as well. It's now got a pier as well, so it's not tender anymore. You get straight literally in there. Go and enjoy the Vibe Beach Club, the New Horizon Park, where you can play games, and the big water park. It's going to be very exciting indeed.
Yes, thank you. Then we're into Miami, where you will disembark. You're going to have 2 nights in Miami to enjoy, though. Yes, you are. Perhaps hop out to the Art Deco district of South Beach and Little Havana. You can do a tour that hits all of those hot spots. See how they roll the traditional Cuban cigars, grab a Cuban coffee and a Cuban sandwich. It's all about that part of the world when you're in Miami. And then enjoy the nightlife after hours and a sunset cocktail perhaps. After all of this excitement, we are going to be, I'm sure you'll be protesting, but we're going to be flying all the way back to Oz.
Yeah, you can mop your tears all the way back from Miami to Australia. I think you'll sleep well actually after the holiday you've had. I mean, you'll be full of adventure as well. Think of all the different places that you have been to and enjoyed over this holiday. I mean, I have to say, it's just over 3 weeks worth of holiday, but oh my word. Well, they do say, don't they? Variety is the spice of life, and this trip really does have it all. It's got London, it's got 2 weeks of that inclusive cruising, enjoying wonderful shores of Miami as well. You've got the private resort for Norwegian along the way as well in the Bahamas. And because it kind of is like a few holidays again in one, isn't it? But look, the price is not 3 holidays worth at all, is it? If you think about it. When I talk to you about the inclusions while you're on board as well, like premium unlimited drinks package right the way through your cruise, it is incredible, and there's lots more as well. Anyway, let's talk to you about what's included. Just to deposit today, remember to book and lock in and freeze that price tag. We know what a great idea that is, because that stops that price from running away any further. If you've got any questions whatsoever, just call the team. But I can tell you right now, for this price, all of your flights are included. So first, from Sydney over to London, 3 nights in a hotel there also included, and then your cruise from Southampton on the Norwegian Star for 2 fabulous weeks, including that premium unlimited drinks package all the way through. You've got some Wi-Fi to enjoy. You've got 3 nights of specialty dining to enjoy as well as a couple, which is great. You've also got shore excursion credits in every port that you go into as well, which is really, really useful. Helps you make those choices and makes them a little bit cheaper as well. And your gratuities are included too, as you go and cruise the Med and then go across the pond to the private resort for Norwegian in the Bahamas, and then ultimately end in Miami in the States, where you've got another stay there for 2 nights in a hotel before that flight back to Oz that we don't like to think about, because that's the end of the holiday. This is awesome value for money. Get the deposits in today. Here's everything that's included. I want to come too.
Me too.
I really do. I think this is a great holiday. I think in terms of even the fact that when you're on one of these fabulous ships with so much choice and great nightlife as well, by the way, in the evening. And what I mean by nightlife is, you know, you can start off in a bar and a lounge with some nice quiet music maybe, go to dinner, go and see one of the shows, and then it's like going into town afterwards. It's like you never quite know what you're going to find. Will it be comedy? Will it be karaoke? Will it be more shows? You know, whatever it might be, it's going to be a great time. You will love it all the way through your cruise. And the fact that you've got a transatlantic crossing there as well is really, really good. I love it. Call us right now. Free 1300 407 687. You lucky, lucky people. And I've just realised we were so lost in all those holidays, we're out of time for this show.
Yes.
But don't forget, we're here every single day, and the rest of our shows are on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch them right now on demand. Just search for CruiseAway Australia on YouTube and you will find us. I want all of those holidays, don't you?
Me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you need to get booking as soon as possible because the offers are incredible.
Absolutely. See you back soon to Cruise Away more.
Bye for now.